I got the moves. I got the moves. I'm making moves. You gotta move. You gotta make the city move. Like, whoa. I make the city move. I got the move.
Luck. It's a part of every sport. Some teams can get very lucky, others not so much. Some of the bad luck some of these teams get is crazy, so I've decided to talk about the unluckiest moments for a team in the recent NBA. This team isn't really the unluckiest team in NBA history, I just say so over the past few years. But if you are new and enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe for more NBA content. But with that being said, let's talk about the bad luck this team has been getting. First of all, I should mention the team I will be talking about. The team is the Denver Nuggets, and you'll understand why they are unlucky at the end of this video. But let's go back to where this little stretch of bad luck started. It was the 2016-17 season, and the Denver Nuggets just had one of their best seasons for a while. The season before, they'd only won 33 games, but with the emergence of Nikola Jokic, they seemed like they were ready to dominate. They were in the playoffs race, and they only needed to win their final game to make the playoffs since 2013. They came up against the Oklahoma City Thunder, led by soon-to-be MVP, Russell Westbrook. Denver were dominating at home and took a 10-point lead going into the final quarter. But this is where the bad luck started. Russell Westbrook had a massive surge and helped OKC score 25 points in the final quarter to Denver's 14 to get them the win and his 42nd triple-double in the season. To make matters worse for Denver, they lost this game on a buzzer beater, which I'm sure you all have seen many times. It's crazy how badly this game ended for the Nuggets. The fact they had a 10-point lead and forced Russell Westbrook into a contested near half-court shot, it's crazy how they still lost and how that shot still went in. It was really unfortunate for Denver fans, but they knew they'd be back next year to make a playoff appearance. And I was hoping that too. I even predicted them to finish 6th this season. But unfortunately for the Denver Nuggets, they ended up in the same situation as the season prior. It's now the 2017-18 season, and the Denver Nuggets have increased their win total again by 6 games, and are coming into the final game of the season. They are versing a Minnesota Timberwolves team, who just got their go-to guy back in Jimmy Butler from injury, and haven't made the playoffs for 10 years. Since Butler got this injury, the Timberwolves have fallen down to the 8th seed, and now need to win this game to make the playoffs. But the funny thing is, so do the Denver Nuggets. It's 2017 all over again. It's a must win for Denver, but it's also a must win for the other team too. And guess what happens? The Denver Nuggets play an amazing game on the road, fighting back and pushing it to an overtime. At halftime they were down by 8, but they fought their way back and had all the momentum coming into the OT. But unfortunately, Denver couldn't pull it off, losing by 6. This is incredibly unlucky. For 2 years in a row, the Denver Nuggets have been on the verge of making the playoffs for the first time in 5 years. All they needed to do was win their final game of the season, and in both these two situations, they lost. Not only did they lose, but they lost in incredibly close games, off a buzzer beater and an overtime. The thing is though, Denver have been improving and it's awesome to see how well they do. It's just that the fact that the other teams got better too, so they were just nudged out. And when things mattered most, I guess the basketball gods didn't favour the Denver Nuggets. With that being said, I do think this team can be a top 5 or 6 team in the West. They just need a little bit of extra help, but that's for another video. Overall, how the team has had so much bad luck over the last few years is crazy, but hopefully they'll be able to make the playoffs next season. But what do you guys think of this? Are the Nuggets the unluckiest team in the NBA today? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop it a like and subscribe. But with that being said, I am out. Peace.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if it's because my heart hurts or if I'm insecure. Baby, you're not her. My last girl had me so fucked up, it was a blacked out blur. Baby, you jump first. It's a long way to